Good evening. Here is the world news from our studio BGI TV, Baba Bagide Imo TV. I am yours faithfully, Moriwe Rebila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the world news. Entire North behind Tinubu's presidential ambition, Ganduje. Emefiele will lead Nigeria out of poverty when elected president, says group. Kyari told me to allow him to withdraw 15 million naira from a client's account. He will pay me 5 million naira. Lawyer. Joe Igbokwe reacts after Bode George said he would like to contest 2023 presidency against Tinubu. APC groups in Alimosho disagree over Tinubu and Arabeshola field. It is deliberate. Reno Omokri calls out DSTV for assigning Channel 419 to the Nigerian government-owned broadcaster. Police officer dies in former Ogun governor's house. Corpse arms found in Bayelsa refuse bin. Weekly. Abba Kyari. Anti-foreign story. Let us work together to stop coup in West Africa, or Shibajo tells UK, EU. And finally, sports. Plumter listed for Best Player Award. Now the news in detail. Governor Abdullahi Ganduje of Kano State has endorsed Bola Tinubu, the APC's national leader, in his bid for the presidency. APC. Tinubu's presidential ambitions in 2023, according to Ganduje, have the support of the whole North. He stated that the North should repay Tinubu for his support of President Muhammadu Buhari. On Monday, the governor spoke during the inauguration of the Tinubu office for Northern Youth Professionals in Kano. Dr. Bafad Baba Den Angudi, the managing director of Kano Road Traffic Agency, represented the governor in assuring Tinubu of the North's support. Northern Nigerian has no option but to support the Yoruba race and Tinubu. If I asked you to give the name of one person who supported the Northern candidature of Muhammad Buhari, it will be Tinubu. It is time for us to show whether we are truly sons of our parents or not. This is the time, and we are with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. His Excellency Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje is part and parcel of the struggle, so we are with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It was Tinubu who persistently stood firm and ensured that the people of the Southwest supported Buhari from the APC primary up to the presidential election, where he was victorious, he said. Tinubu recently declared his intention to run for the presidency in 2023. Still on the presidency in Nigeria, in Nigeria, a group, the Mass Interest Project, has described the governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, as the only messiah who would lead Nigeria to its promised land. The group called on Emefiele to contest the 2023 presidential election, saying he is the best person to succeed President Muhammadu Buhari. The national coordinator of the group, Mr. Presley Okoje, made the call in a statement issued and made available to Platform Times on Tuesday. Okoje argued that Nigeria needs experienced entrepreneur to manage affairs of the country. He described Emefiele as an experienced entrepreneur who would manage affairs of the country with entrepreneurial skills. The statement reads, the appointment of Mr. Godwin Emefiele as governor of the CBN on June 4, 2014 by ex-President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan and subsequent appointment by President Muhammadu Buhari is a testament of his competence, devoid of ethno, religious, and political sentiment, characteristics of the ideal president Nigeria needs from May 29, 2023. His experience at initiating and managing economically viable programs of the Central Bank of Nigeria, such as CBN, MAN, Anchor Borrowers Program, ABP, resulting in the 2021 unveiling of the nation's first maize pyramid in Katsina and the recent rice pyramid at Abuja by the Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria, RIFAN, speak volumes. The ranking of Nigeria's economy as #1 in Africa, despite our security challenges, is due to largely to Godwin Emefiele's dynamic policies in administering the CBN. Still on the world news, moving straight to another trending issue concerning Abba Kyari. According to a report published by Punch newspaper this morning, a lawyer identified as Kabir Akingbolu has revealed how the suspended ACP Abba Kyari unlawfully arrested his client Hafiz Majid in a commando style before the Nigeria Police Force Special Anti-Robbery Squad was disbanded in the year 2020. He claimed that once his client was in prison, Kyari and his gang invaded his residence, collected 32 items from him, including his golden wedding rings, kept him for months, and used the chance to extort money from him. He said Hafiz was detained at the SARS office in Ikeja, and that while he was in Kyari's unlawful detention, Abba Kyari completely mipped out his clients by withdrawing the 41 million naira he saw in his account. And as if that wasn't enough, he also attempted to withdraw the 15 million naira he saw in Majid's second account. He approached him at his Ikeja office and publicly questioned him about why he withdrew his client's money without a court order. But Kyari took him to a private location and told him that if Kabir could allow him, Kyari, to withdraw the remaining 15 million naira from his client's account, he would give him 5 million naira. But Kabir declined the offer and went to court. Back to another interesting political drama. It was recently reported that the former military governor of Ondo State and the chieftain of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Chief Olabode George, stated that he would like to contest the 2023 presidency against the former governor of Lagos State, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The statements that came from Bode George caused several Nigerians to react differently based on that tone. A well-known member of the ruling All Progressive Congress APC, Joe Igbokwe, decided to react. While reacting, he urged Bode George to get himself ready. He wrote, Oyana Oga Bode George. Lately, Joe Igbokwe has proven to be a good and strong supporter of the former Lagos State governor due to the manner and way he campaigns for him. Based on this particular statement that came from Bode George, I really think that it will really be very nice if Bode George will come out and contest against Bola Tinubu so that we will know the person that will win eventually. So another angle story from the world news. Different groups within the All Progressive Congress APC in Alimosho local government area are disagreeing over the feud between former Lagos State Governor Bola Tinubu and Interior Minister Rauf Aregbesola. The APC Alimosho Liberation Movement and Veterans, under the leadership of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs), Princess Adejoke Orilope Adefulire, described the action of Senator Solomon Adeola and Abdullah Enilolobo-led group as deceitful. Senator Adeola and Enilolobo reportedly led some leaders of the All Progressive Congress APC in the Alimosho area of Lagos State in a rally to pledge their allegiance to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The event, preceded by a press briefing at Igodo Ikotun Secretariat, Ikotun, Lagos, saw the crowd stage a walk for the support for Asiwaju Tinubu. Spokesman of the APC Alimosho Liberation Movement and Veterans, Lateef Ibiroba, a former Lagos State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, said the group should come out to deny their loyalty to Aregbesola if they are not being mischievous. The Orilope Adefulore group accused them of working against the presidential ambition of Asiwaju Tinubu. According to Ibiroba, Enilolobo led some of the party leaders to Osun State to support Aregbesola's candidate against Governor Oyetola. From that story, we go to an interesting action of it coming from Reno Omokri. Reno Omokri has called out DSTV for assigning the 419 channel to Nigerian government-owned broadcaster NTA. Reno said that the Nigerian Television Authority being assigned the frequency channel 419 is intentional, not a coincidence. He said it's DSTV's ways of making a mockery of and demarketing Nigeria. The number 419 refers to the section of the Nigeria Criminal Code dealing with fraud and the charges for offenders. As a result, Nigerians refer to any form of financial fraud or scam as 419. Reynolds said that DSTV assigning channel 419 to the Nigerian Television Authority carries a very powerful subliminal message. So another tragic one. A police sergeant Adeleke Ogunshola on Saturday died in the compound of the former governor of Ogun State, Benga Daniel, in the Shagamu area of the state. The police officer reportedly died after one of the drivers of Mr. Daniel knocked him down while he, The police officer was trying to open the gates to the former governor's private residence, popularly known as Asoludero Court. Mr. Ogunchola was one of the police officers posted to Mr. Daniel's house. Mr. Daniel governed Ogun State between 2003 and 2011. After he was knocked down, the police officer was rushed to a hospital where he was confirmed dead. A police source who spoke with Premium Times said, "Every VIP is expected to have a gatekeeper, even before policemen are sent to their houses strictly for protection's sake." The source did not want to be named because he was not a police spokesperson. When an officer refused to be used as a gateman in the house, they called the DPO that he should change him and he is redeployed. It is so unfortunate that our bosses in this job are not speaking the truth because of what they want to eat. Imagine officers posted to that Benga Daniel's residence are paid 2,500 naira weekly. Now that guy has died. What will he give to his family that will replicate the life of that officer? We are tired of this job. Steve Olidide, a media aide to Mr. Daniel, when contacted, promised to call back but never did hours later. Police response to the incident, Abimbola Oyemi, the police spokesperson in Ogun State, confirmed the incident, adding that it was an accident and can happen to anybody. We don't know the circumstances that led to him opening the gate. We were not with him on duty, Mr. Oyemi continued. It might be that the gate is of two arms. Somebody will be opening the fourth arm and the person opens the other. It is possible. Moving forward to another disheartening one. Managing Director of Abba Kyari Nigeria Limited, waste management contractor of Bayelsa State Government, Mr. Bright Abba Kyari, has disclosed that no week passes without officials discovering some minor stuff of several parts by the ammunitions and refuse receptacles in the state. Abba Kyari, who spoke to NDV in Yenagwa on refuse disposal and challenges in the state, said, "In our job, we are not supposed to pick cops, but we see cops, we see arms and ammunition at times. These are supposed to be classified. Most times we see cops, there is no week that we do not pick cops. Sometimes the medical facilities amputate body part. The recent one we evacuated was what's supposed not to be, as the quarters should be in the hospital. I think it emanated from a medical facility located around the area. And each time we see things like that, we call the attention of the Commissioner for Environment or the Permanent Secretary and the police, if need be. Occasionally, we pick arms and ammunition. In such cases, we call the police. Recently, we picked 2 locally made guns and cartridges, and we called the attention of the Special Advisor on Security to the Governor. That is to tell you that our workers don't want anything to do with crime," he said. From that story, we move straight to foreign story. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has called for the cooperation of the United Kingdom, European Union, other international communities, and regional bodies to concretize the effort against unconstitutional changes of government and deter coup plotters in Africa. He said this on Monday when he received the United Kingdom's Minister for Africa, Vicky Ford, and British High Commissioner to Nigeria, Katerina Lang, at the presidential villa. There is a lot of attention being paid to coup d'etat going on, especially in the West African sub-region. I think it is important that we take a closer look at how to prevent and deter coup d'etat and adventurers of various kinds who want to take over government by force. He was quoted to have said in a statement signed on Tuesday by his media aide, Laolu Akonde, "One of the critical things which have been discussed at various ECOWAS meetings is how to cooperate with the rest of the world. Bodies such as the UN, EU, and some of the development finance institutions to give our sanctions more teeth," Osinbajo added. The Vice President said further that if there is some cooperation at the multilateral level, we might be able to deter some of these coups. I think that is an issue that we should engage even more on because it is troubling that one after the other countries are experiencing coup d'etat. Speaking on the government's effort in the area of energy transition and economic development, the Vice President restated Nigeria's commitment to the post-COP26 agenda while calling on the wealthy countries and the international community to fulfill their obligation, especially in funding gas as a transition fuel. He commended the United Kingdom's acknowledgement of Nigeria's economic sustainability plan among other efforts to ensure growth in the economy and foster prosperity among the people. Finally, sports story. Following a stellar performance for Leicester City women, new Super Falcons defender Ashley Plumter has been nominated for the English Women's Super League Player of the Month for February. Punch Sports Extra report. The 23-year-old defender has been crucial in the club's recent impressive outing after a shaky start to the season. In the month under review, Plumter made 2 appearances for Leicester City women, helping aside 2 victories, and also got her name on the score sheet with a fine header. The defender also helped keep a clean sheet in a side's 3rd win of the season after 15 matches played. The Women's Super League on Monday released the shortlist for Player of the Month for February, with the Falcons defender making the shortlist. Battling for the Barclays Monthly Award with the Nigerian are Chelsea Doe and Catherine Bagger and Chess Carter, Aston Villa's Alicia Lehman, Ashley Neville of Tottenham Hotspur, and Leicester City teammate Gemma Puffin. It's been a good year for the former England under-23 player who made a debut for the Falcons against Ivory Coast last Friday after our request to switch her nationality from England to Nigeria was approved last month. That was the world news from BGI TV, but before we go, a quick recap of the headlines once again. 2023, entire North behind Tinubu's presidential ambition, Ganduje. Concerning the 2023 as well, there is this saying Emefiele will lead Nigeria out of poverty when elected president, says group. Kyari told me to allow him to withdraw 15 million naira from a client account. He will pay me 5 million naira. Lawyer Joe Igbokwe reacts after Bode George said he would like to contest 2023 presidency against Tinubu. We also brought to you APC groups in Alimosho disagree over Tinubu and Rubashola field. It is deliberately Reno Omokri calls out DSTV for assigning channel 419 to the Nigerian government-owned broadcaster NTA. Police officer dies in former Ogun governor's house. Unbelievable. Arms found in Bayelsa refuse bin weekly at Abba Kyari. And foreign scene. Let us work together to stop coup in West Africa, or Shibado tells UK, EU. And sports, Plumter listed for Best Player Award. For more updates of our story, you can link up on YouTube channel. The handle is Baba Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. For advert placement of your goods and services, coverage of function and events, the phone number streaming on your screen is the number to dial. That was the world news for today, 22nd February 2022. Thank you for watching. I am Moriwe Rabila Lawal. Good evening.
Oh, na, na, na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to BGI TV. BGI TV, you're one in a million.